Hey guys, sorry I haven't posted anything in a hot minute. Here's what I've been working on here. So, I've got the crouching thing figured out, so that's nice. I've also created an actor that randomly spawns small items of loot. So, I've got a money actor now that adds money to your kind of money count. So instead of just finding gift cards, I'm going to have it be so that you have like a bank account that fills up as you find loot throughout the world. I've got these little medical pills, and they like update your health and stuff. And like I said, I've got an actor here that just will spawn little singles of loot. So like it'll spawn kind of individual bullets or individual meds. I've got a medicine bottle item now that'll spawn meds. And okay, I dropped it. All right, so that's not working. But the other thing I made is a better melee weapon. So now it's a butterfly knife, and that spawns infinitely with the character. I've also updated all the animations so that, or not the animations, I guess, but the new IK rig that I made, I've learned how to make it so that it looks more natural whenever I move, which is like a pretty big deal, something I'm pretty stoked about. But yeah, so I've been kind of working on just like a full-on loop at this point. And so it'll spawn me here. This is kind of a test world that I've been making. Press that button, then you can kind of see me in a medium shot. I've been setting up a tent here, so way back to the demo room over there. Um, yeah, I've got that all set up. And to kind of show you what it's like in practice, I'm going to go find this level pad, which is somewhere over here. I put it further from the camp than I realized because I'm starting to work on map design and stuff. And these distances are way bigger than I thought. There we go. And am I on it? I missed it. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of just another like test level. Still have my knife. And also a gun, which I might use instead. The guns have feedback now, so you can tell whenever they're loaded, because that was like one of the main things I got from my playtesters, is that they couldn't tell when the gun was loaded, which is a little bit of a problem. And let's see, knife, knife open, crouch, activate listening mode to make sure he's the only one here. And I might just shoot these sons of bitches instead. There's some guy here that isn't registering that everyone else is fighting. Or it's just the sound of their footsteps for no reason. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But either way, yeah, so these red line traces are just so that they don't shoot through walls. Um, and so in here, I've got kind of my loot spawning thing going on. This one's spawning cameras. I don't really know why I made it to that. Oh, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know. Oh, I do know. There's another gang of enemies up there. But yeah, you can grab individual bullets here. And I can kind of just have areas spawned throughout. I'm looking for a key card, and it spawns randomly at any of the index points that I put around the map. So I don't even know where it is, but it's incentive to kind of search every single room to make sure that you can find it. Got some gift cards here. Got my glow stick actor. It's not doing the thing that it needs to. I changed a bunch of things and some of the stuff doesn't really work as well anymore, which is a different issue that I need to work with. Found the card. But yeah. The main thing is just that I've updated the character, and that is kind of what's taken all this effort. Because she looks more natural whenever she moves, which is huge. Um, and that was not an easy thing. That's basically entailed listening a whole or learning a whole new discipline that I'd never done before. But yeah, I'm trying to start to make a gameplay loop, kind of similar to what I had whenever I first started. But whenever I first started, it was a lot less optimized and kind of didn't really work the way that it needed to. So now I've gone back and fixed a lot of that stuff that was the problem with it. And hopefully that's kind of like, hopefully that'll make for it to be a little bit easier whenever I try to do that. The money thing is still my favorite though. How it just like does that. I might make the coin effect a little bit smaller because it's a little bit much right now. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on.